So this year has brought a whirlwind of change that no one could have foreseen or predicted. And what I've come to realize is that, more than ever, this is a time where we need each other, where we need community and prosperity. At the same time, this idea of seeking validation from others is something that, for whatever reason, I find myself perpetually fighting against. And I don't want to admit it, but deep down, I do want people to like me. I want approval and validation for the work I do. Maybe that's just the human flaws in me, but that doesn't change the fact that it's still the truth. But I don't want that validation to come at the cost of integrity. I want to remain true to myself and pursue the things in this life that give me meaning and fulfillment. I want to be me. When I take a moment to stop and look at the people around me, I can't help but wonder. I wonder if that person is happy or sad. What kind of life experiences do they go through? I wonder where they grew up. I wonder what they do. Maybe that person is a florist, a writer, or a musician. Maybe they've just embarked on their own journey through life and haven't figured everything out yet. These paths each of us take in life diverge in all different kinds of directions. Every decision we make triggers an adaptation response, a new fork in the road that only you can take. Every fork brings a new possibility, a new potential outcome, a new interaction with another human being that could change your life. For better or worse, that decision is up to you. And I want to make the right decisions. I do. I want to do things that matter. Perhaps this is just the nature of human beings or the nurture we've received growing up. Whatever the case, there is just so much variance in the world. We are all entangled in this game of life, and it's impossible to see or do everything. And yet, we fall into this trap of trying to please everyone but ourselves. How strange is it that we love ourselves more than others, but we value the opinion of others more than our own? Just stop and think about that for a second. How does that make any sense? Why is it that one negative YouTube comment can destroy the hundreds before it that were all positive? Or that one memory of disappointing a parent is the one that sticks with you forever? It's those negative interactions we have with other people that are the most gut-wrenching, and the positive ones are quickly forgotten. I can vividly recount all the times in my life where I embarrassed myself in front of a large group of people. I didn't care what I thought of myself. I cared about what everyone else thought of me. Maybe it's just how we evolved. The fear of failing family and community. The fear of being extradited from the group. The fear of being alone. And it's that fear of being alone that will make you fade away. There are times that I do feel invisible to the world. How will I know if the work I'm doing is making a difference? Is my storytelling good enough? Are my ideas helping anyone at all? Are they rational? Do they make sense? Regardless of all those questions, the bigger question still remains. Why should I stop searching for validation from others? I think at the end of the day, just like the forks in the road, we all have different paths to this answer, which need to be explored by ourselves. But I think in my searching, I've arrived at an answer that I'm content with. And that answer revolves around time. Maybe you can call this a midlife crisis, but I had this self-realization that I'm not getting any younger. I'm 36, and don't get me wrong, it has been an incredible 36 years so far. But I can't help but wonder, how many good years do I really have left? Maybe another 36 more if I'm lucky, before the grasp of old age gets me and the wheels start to fall off. And that's going to happen whether I like it or not. But it's how I spend these next 36 years that will really determine the value of my life. Am I going to be proud of what I accomplished? Did my actions leave a positive impact on society? The start and end date of your life does not matter. What matters is the dash in between those numbers on your tombstone. Is that dash going to be full of life and passion? Or will it be consumed by regret and what ifs? I want to love my work and for that work to make a difference in the world. I can't sit idle waiting for approval from other people to pursue my passion. I just can't do that. I have to take action and set things in motion. I keep finding myself in this endless spiral of self-reflection, and it eats away at me knowing that I procrastinated so many of my good years away. So many hours in front of my computer, so many hours watching TV, so many hours playing video games. I've spent so many years of my life leveling up these skills in an artificial world just to fit in. Maybe I told myself it was all worth it. The ability to fit in socially. I was part of the group. The Game of Thrones discussions, the Netflix marathon sessions, the late night Call of Duty games. It felt good to have that camaraderie, to be one of the guys, to be accepted and be a part of what everyone else was doing. But was that the best use of my time? And if I truly only have another 36 years left, that means half of my life is already behind me. Am I proud of the work I did with the first half? Did I accomplish anything of significance? The only way this is going to work is if I believe in myself. And if I do, then that's the only validation I need.